We faked a crazy birth plan just to make our real boundary untouchable. My husband and I made one simple rule before we told anyone I was pregnant. No discussions about the nursery, no sharing the due date, no opinions on our plans until we were ready. It sounded reasonable, controlled, ours. That rule lasted exactly 4 days. The second the news slipped out, everything changed. My mom started dropping by unannounced like our house had an open door policy. My aunt created a group chat called baby planning without even asking us. My father-in-law emailed us a full spreadsheet, not suggestions, but a breakdown of what he believed our finances should look like for the next 18 months. We smiled politely, said thank you, and slowly started ignoring everything. The hard part wasn't that they were crossing boundaries. It was that none of it felt malicious. Everyone meant well, which somehow made it harder to push back. My mother-in-law went ahead and booked a venue for a baby shower we never agreed to. My own mother started calling the baby her baby when talking to her friends. My sister-in-law, who had 2 kids, suddenly became a full-time consultant, sending daily voice notes filled with advice we never asked for. But the real issue wasn't the visits or the messages. It was the birth plan. We had one. It was personal, detailed, and important to us. And somehow, everyone else felt entitled to have an opinion about it. The breaking point came at dinner at my in-laws' house. I was 7 months pregnant, exhausted, barely making it through the meal. Somewhere between the salad and the main course, my mother-in-law casually announced that she had already arranged to be in the delivery room. Not asked, arranged, like she had booked a seat at a show. I put my fork down slowly. My husband went completely still beside me. She kept talking, explaining how she had been there for every grandchild's birth, how it was tradition, how I would want support, how she wouldn't interfere. I looked at my husband. He looked at me. And in that moment, something just clicked. I took a breath and said calmly, that actually works out perfectly, because we've made some decisions we've been meaning to share. The entire table went quiet. I told them we had decided on a completely unassisted home birth, guided only by a spiritual doula we found online, who mostly communicated through a private forum. I said we were planning to isolate completely for 6 weeks after birth. No visitors, no exceptions, no hospital bag either, because the philosophy we were following believed in surrendering to the natural process without preparation. I kept my face completely straight the entire time. The reaction was instant and chaotic. My mother-in-law's expression shifted from confidence to panic in seconds. My mom slowly set down her glass like she was trying to process what she just heard. My sister-in-law opened her mouth to argue, then closed it again. My husband backed me up perfectly, nodding seriously and adding details about how committed we were to this approach. We didn't break character once. That night, the fallout started. Calls, texts, voicemails. My mom left a 6-minute message. My mother-in-law started messaging my husband directly like it was an emergency. My sister-in-law sent multiple articles about the dangers of home births. By the next morning, a family friend who worked as a doctor had been asked to casually check in with us. For 2 weeks straight, every conversation revolved around convincing us not to go through with it. The same people who ignored our boundaries were now desperate to influence our decision. Then came the second dinner. This time, everyone sat down carefully, like they were preparing for something serious. I waited until the moment felt right and said, we've reconsidered. You could physically feel the relief in the room. I told them we had decided to go with a hospital birth after all, with our doctor, and that we had created a clear visitor policy we would be sharing. Everyone leaned in, ready to agree to anything at this point. And then I said it. 2 weeks, no visitors, no exceptions. We'll send photos. And just like that, silence, no arguments, no pushback, no advice, nothing. We had burned so much emotional energy on a fake crisis that the real boundary landed without resistance. The baby arrived on a quiet Tuesday. No chaos, no pressure, no one showing up uninvited. Just us, exactly how we wanted it. And for the first time in months, it finally felt like our life again.